Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the Gentleman's Corner. I couldn't even finish it. I'm sorry. What's up, guys? It's your casual hardcore gamer, Carlos Valdosta, and I have a hardcore kill confirmed commentary here. I'm actually going to talk about three different things, and those three different things are going to be, one, the intro that I used there. So before I get into the intro, I'm going to give you a little bit of background. Both about why I did that and where I'm going with that. So the background is actually going to be about me. I'm a pretty positive person. I don't like negativity in my life. If there are certain situations or things or people that I'm looking at, it's like, for instance, right there, I wouldn't call that bad aim or bad shooting. I was experimenting with shooting. And so that's my positive spin on that. I try to find the good in something or in everything. Well, I can't say in everything. You can't really find the good in Hitler. That guy was just bad. I mean, you're not going to find somebody... that guy had excellent fashion sense. It's not going to happen. Hitler was just all around bad. And if I have any neo-Nazis or something that subscribe to me and they choose to unsubscribe, hey, no loss. I don't care. In any case, the whole thing I'm saying here is that I like positivity. I like keeping positive people around me. I'm not like a new age hippie or anything like that in terms of the positivity. It's just I don't like to have negative people or negative experiences. So where that leads into is I had a commentary, and I'll put an annotation or a link or something after I'm done with the video to that video. And in that video, I lost the audio because, well, I almost killed my teammate. I lost my audio. It was off of a live stream, and something happened, and it just sounded all garbled or whatever. So I deleted it, and I kind of just messed around. And, you know, some people thought it was funny, and me and a friend were talking about the video afterwards, and we're, you know, like, we should try and use that for something, like do whole commentaries like that or something, and had a little bit of a better idea. What I'm going to try and do is a little bit of an interview series using... kind of, you know, playing off of that or whatever, but the whole point of the Gentleman's Corner is not the Gentleman's Club, but the Gentleman's Corner is to have an interview with some of the other YouTubers that I deal with either through Twitter or through YouTube messaging or whatever. Hopefully expand it, but I want to have some interviews to kind of get to know the real person, not the YouTube identity. But, you know, for instance, I've talked about Azazel and Illmatic Gaming and, Killer 36, a couple other people. Like, for instance, there's a guy that's a fellow Redditor and a fellow YouTuber. His name is, or his channel is Collateral Nerdage, and I'll put a link to his channel below as well. And it seems like these people are all pretty positive or upbeat people. And so I would like other people to get to know them. Not just their channel. I mean, that would be nice too, but also them. They seem like good people. And so the whole point of the Gentleman's Corner is to kind of interview them in a fun way. So I'm going to ask some serious questions, some real questions, just some questions to be funny or whatever. And I'm going to change it up all the time so that people can't watch a previous video and know what's coming. And hopefully it'll grow to the point where there are other people that would be interested in doing that, just so that they can say, hey, you know, I've participated in this because I'm a good person. I'm not going to say that you're a bad person for not participating. That would be kind of mean. But if you don't participate, then I'm pretty sure you kill puppies in microwaves. I don't know, maybe. All right, maybe not. So in any case, that's a series that I'm going to start working on. It's not completely fleshed out yet. But you'll know when the first video comes out. The next thing I want to talk about is recently on my channel, the videos that I've been putting up have been multiplayer gameplays from The Last of Us. First of all, if you've never played The Last of Us, a word of advice. One, post-migration, I forgot that's here. I'll speed through this. One, if you play the single-player campaign, take breaks. I would get exhausted playing that game. Not physically exhausted or not tired, like, oh, I got to keep playing this game. Nothing like that. The game was super interesting. But it's emotionally draining. There's the scenarios, the situations of that game are... I mean, you'll see if you play, but it's not something that you can really take lightly, I guess you can say. I mean, it was a great story and a great campaign. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played. And then I really kept myself away from the multiplayer until I finished the story, just because I didn't want there to be any spoilers or anything like that. But now that leads into the multiplayer. The videos that I've been putting up, there's a group of people that I don't really play Call of Duty with. They don't play Call of Duty. One of them does, which is ADG, and I've mentioned him in a couple of my videos. But the rest are kind of his friends, and I kind of know them from before, although not exclusively know them, so to speak. But we kind of just start up a Skype conversation. I record the Skype call, and I'll put the music or the video playback to it. And we just try and have fun, try and keep it interesting. But what I would like is some feedback. Should I continue to make those videos? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What are your thoughts there? And if you don't think I should continue to put stuff up like that on my channel, let me know. I want to do this for people to be interested in what I do. If I'm putting up stuff that you don't watch, maybe that's not good. If you don't care, then that's fine too. Just let me know. But so that's kind of what I wanted to say about The Last of Us. But if you get a chance, I'm going to give you some advice on the multiplayer. One, the games you play are broken down by day. So for instance, if you play 5 games, it's like the first week. I would suggest you, even though you do terrible, play the first week by yourself. Get used to the mechanics, get used to the gameplay, get used to how it is. I would probably start off on the scavenge game mode, just because it's as close as you can get to like Team Deathmatch for Call of Duty. Don't try and lone gun it. Try and stick close to your team. In Call of Duty, you can run up behind 3 people, and if you have any level of medium skill or higher, if they don't know you're there, you can mow down 3 people pretty easily. Whether it's core or hardcore, it doesn't matter. You cannot do that in this game. If there are 3 people in front of you, generally speaking, you don't have enough resources to take out 3 people all by yourself. You really need your team. So the team dynamic is super important in this game. It plays kind of like Search and Destroy. Not in terms of there's an objective to go and blow up or anything, but in terms of the dynamic between your team. You can't really rush. I mean, you can, but it's not like Call of Duty. That's all I'm saying. I don't really mind the over-the-shoulder, the third-person view. I prefer first-person view. I prefer teabagging this guy, but the third person is okay. I'm still kind of getting used to it, and the sensitivity is really throwing me off because you can't play with anywhere near the same sensitivity that you can in Call of Duty. But I really have to kind of, before I play, kind of sit back and look at the game and kind of say, okay, I need to pace myself with what I'm doing here. So in any case, that's the advice I would have. Play the first week by yourself. Find people with microphones that you can play with. Don't play with randoms, because one person can completely screw up the team dynamic, and have fun. If you ever see me online on The Last of Us and I'm not in a full party and you have a mic, send me a message or whatever, and we'll pick you up as long as we're open. I saw all those markers there. I thought that I don't know, I should have killed somebody there. Alright, so the last thing I want to talk about is recently there's been a lot of videos in regards to like the end of life for this Call of Duty. It happens every time at about this year. So what'll happen is you'll get some YouTubers who make serious videos. I've already said before that I'm not really too big of a fan of the trolling or the videos kind of messing around with other people or whatever. It's just not my thing. I really don't like that. If you do that for your channel, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like to watch those videos. They're not interesting to me. Yes, some of them can be funny and some of them are, but I mean overall they're not really my bag of tea, I guess you can say. In any case, what happens? There's a weird life cycle with Call of Duty, and if you're play Call of Duty for a long time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have the oh my god, the next game is coming out, it's so awesome, it's going to be the best game ever, and you get that about 3 months before the release, and then a month before the release, you're like, oh, all the stuff has been leaked is true, and all this other stuff that wasn't leaked is false or whatever, and it's going to be the most amazing game ever. And then the game comes out, and this is the best Call of Duty ever. And then a month later, God damn it, there's so many fucked up pieces of shit that play this game. There's so many screwed up things that happen in this game. And then 3 months later, we're going back to the old Call of Duty. It was so much better than this one. And then another 3 months go by, and all the old Call of Duty's hacked. I'm just going to go back to playing the current one. And then right after that, you kind of hit where I'm done with Call of Duty. I don't know why that happens. I'm still playing this game. I still have fun. And I hope you guys still have fun watching it. So, let me know. I'll continue to play as long as I have people to play with. And I'll continue to put up videos. And I thank you for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's your casual hardcore gamer, Carlos Valdosta.